My name is Oscar Murillo. I'm a visual contemporary artist, the best way I can describe myself is primarily as a painter, but one who's deeply engaged in, I guess, thinking about how the world has maybe changed, and that engagement and that kind of desire to engage in that context of maybe politics or social politics comes from a personal one. I have been living here in this country for over 20 years, originate from Latin America. Maybe why I think this project is significant to me. I have been living in East London since I came to this country, and really not understanding the society very much from the beginning. But then I think as I went to school and educated myself into how the world was changing, this shift from an industrial context to a kind of service industry, to an industry which has to do with the individual. It's sometimes very complicated and difficult to talk about these issues, and so to understand my desire to work in a social context, then one has to almost leave art to one side. It isn't really about art. It's more about how can you find the right balance and the right frequency to make not to make a change either, because it's a bit patronizing, but to come together in a way that one becomes a potential bridge. 4 years ago, I started working with schools across the world with this project called Frequencies. Frequencies, in effect, is a project that gets implemented into different schools around the world. These canvases get placed there for 6 months, and the students of these schools, they effectively reflect consciously and unconsciously through mark making their thinking process, and this is where the humanistic level of the project that I want to propose begins to take effect. It's almost like theatre, almost more than art. And then the idea of the building, the idea of this physical space becomes important. And how do you get to the physical space? It's almost like to implement one thing, you kind of need to start putting the word out, and by doing so you're already working with people. My proposal really is that the names of the people that live here are projected physically onto the wall, almost as a reminder that it is for this place that you are kind of working for. At least that's in the context of this project. And I think with the idea of the names projected, it's to allude to a sense of belonging.